5 on Your Side exclusive investigation. A tragedy left city leaders promising change. A program designed to clean up the streets that kids walk to school. But it looks like that program is leaving some kids out in the cold.
Our investigation uncovers why so many kids were left unprotected until now. 5 on Your Side Chief Investigator Ron Regan's here now. Ron, the city is promising action.
Well, it is. It's called the Safe Routes to School program. Last September, we told you the city missed its goal to tear down 500 vacant homes by the end of 2017. And tonight, we found some children remain at risk.
The thing that scares me the most is that somebody can drag them into a house and you won't know.
That's the fear some parents are living with every single day.
You don't know who or what is going to jump out from behind the vacant buildings or not.
Children walking to school past abandoned homes, havens for drugs, delinquency, and even death.
Safety is about everybody, not just about, you know, who goes to what school.
Now this is about safe routes to school.
Mayor Frank Jackson first announced plans to demolish vacant homes more than a year ago.
We've identified every abandoned property within 500 feet of a K-8 school.
That's K-8, beginning with Cleveland Public Schools.
Only the safe routes are for Cleveland Public Schools. Now wait a minute.
Councilman Mike Polenzik has 8 elementary schools in his ward, but 5, like St. Jerome and Collinwood, are private. And every day, children walk right past not 1, but 6 vacant homes.
They pay taxes like everybody else. Those kids aren't important.
Leaving parents in this neighborhood and at least 30 other private schools across Cleveland on edge.
As a parent, any school, private, public school, all kids should be safe.
And there's good reason for concern.
I need you now.
The Safe Routes program started after the January 2017 death of Aliana DeFries. The 14-year-old was on her way to school when she was dragged inside this vacant home and murdered. And last March, another woman found inside this vacant home. In the last 16 months, the Safe Routes program has torn down properties at 599 locations, totaling at least 830 individual structures across the city. But not one near private schools, like St. Jerome.
When I see houses like this, I said, what do you do? And they said, Mrs. Cole, we just run really fast.
So why do children remain at risk? Ed Ripka helped create the Safe Routes program.
When the announcement was made in May of 17, and the parochial schools and private schools were not included, the reason for that was
because we were just unveiling and the process was evolving, but it was never intended that those schools would not be included in Safe Routes.
We walked the streets near St. Jerome and found some alarming examples.
It's down the street from a school, and it's wide open.
You had to start someplace, and it started initially with the Cleveland Metropolitan School District, but in terms of...
And now that has changed now to include.
What's now within 1,000 feet of any school is the focus of our demolition component.
Since we first started asking questions, the city has expanded the program to 1,000 feet of any school. The new promise comes after missed deadlines and vacant homes still up. We spot-checked a fraction of homes on the city's original demolition list. Of 60 locations, we found nearly a dozen designated for demolition since May 2017 remain standing.
Why are they still standing?
Could be various reasons. It would have to be address specific. It could be that a property owner filed a legal action that stopped a demolition process from taking place.
An explanation that still leaves children at risk.
Our children play here.
Kids are here.
They're here every day at recess time. And across the street is a house that's boarded up. And they shouldn't have to be afraid and run past houses on the way home or in the morning to get to your school.
And the city tells me one of the homes we found near St. Jerome is now on contract to be torn down. 5 others are now being either boarded up, inspected, or reviewed for demolition. Finally, 326 more across Cleveland have been identified or have contracts to be torn down. I'm Chief Investigator Ron Regan.